great millstone. There are elders that came before them.
Right.
These are the men that we should be looking to, right?
That's right.
And we have the apostles and elders right now who have been laboring for the Lord. Examples of extreme faith, 40 plus years of walking in their integrity.
That's right.
Right. So these are the examples that we're to look to.
That's right. Hey man, at the end of the day, you know, like the brother mentioned, you know, vast majority of these jakes out here, the examples that they have to look up to are rappers, ball players, women. A lot of these niggas think they Cushites and fucking and Philistines and shit. Niggas talk about they from Egypt and they was the pharaohs and shit. Those was heathens, man. And you know, the scriptures say that the Lord knew the difference between us and the Egyptians. Right. But Jake don't understand that because, like the brother mentioned, Jake don't look to the scriptures to figure out who they really are, man. They allow Esau and all these other heathens to tell them who they are. Right. And all that does is all they it's like
They confuse them.
all they doing is teaching Jake how to be niggers, man. Teaching Jake how to be Edomites, which is that's pretty much all that nigger spirit is an Edomite spirit. Women worship, all that is shit Esau do, man. And Jake went and picked the ball up, and now Jake deeds to surpass the deeds of the wicked because we just better at everything than everybody, and that includes being wicked, man. You know, but the problem that Jake got is that they looking towards the wrong things to give them fulfillment in their life, and they want a part, as the elder Yaka always say, they want to have a portion with the wicked. They want to have their slice of the wicked's pie. But we was given examples of what we were supposed to do in that situation, and here goes one of them. This Hebrews 11:24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. See, the problem with Jake is that they willing to do whatever they have to do so that they can enjoy the pleasures of sin, but they don't understand that this world is temporal, this world is vanishing, and it's only going to be for a short time that you get to enjoy what you receive for turning against the Lord. And you know, who's to say that you're even going to be able to enjoy it, man? You know, it's a lot of things that look good on paper that Jake is going off for, but once they actually get it, it don't really fulfill their problems. Because the problem that Jake got is that they don't have the Lord in their life. None of this other stuff is going to solve it, except coming back to the Lord in humility and in sincerity and repentance. Esau has been in power over us, and this is not the first time that Esau has employed these same tactics that they use today. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 18. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment. All right, so they took this elder in the Jake community, and they took him and they was going to force him to eat swine in front of everybody, so that everybody else would eat swine and think that it was okay, because that's how Jake operate. Oh well, if whoever in charge doing it, then that means it's cool. Instead of what did the Lord say, Jacob just follow behind whoever is in charge and do wicked.
Yep. Esau get our own people to lay them stumbling blocks.
That's right. And if you continue reading down, Esau even offered for the elder to pretend that he was eating some swine, and he didn't even have to technically break the law as far as eating the swine is concerned, but he understood that, and really in reality, the second proposition is worse than the first one.
Because you willingly misleading the people.
And that's what a lot of these guys do. All right. Now we use Lil Wayne as an example of a drug addict who is legitimately somebody that's somebody that legitimately does take drugs, but this dude's like Future, who don't take none of that shit they talk about. These niggas rapping about popping Xanax and doing all that shit, and they don't do it at all. I seen a video. I seen a video on TikTok of this rapper. I don't know who it is. It's one of these guys from back in the 2000s. But he had a deal with Hennessy. But the nigga didn't drink, so he'd just empty out the Hennessy bottle and put iced tea in the bottle. Yeah, and this motherfucker chugging the bottle like as if it's some Hennessy, getting all these jakes hyped up. And it's not wicked or going off to drink liquor, just to be clear. But the spirit that guy is in is the spirit of deception, and it's wicked, man. Because he don't drink for whatever reasons, more than likely health reasons, but he'll send other people off. Or even a nigga that get in a McDonald's commercial and don't fucking eat McDonald's, man.
That's all these guys.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, they say he was eating that shit. Maybe he was. Niggas back then was wild, but regardless, a nigga getting in a fucking McDonald's commercial and didn't eat it. That nigga, Jared, the Subway nigga who lied and told all these motherfuckers that he lost all that weight eating Subway every day, and it was bullshit.
Yep.
That shit is wicked, because you sending other people off, and the actual, you know that's not it's to their detriment, but for filthy lucre's sake, you'll do it. And it's a lot of jakes that's doing that out here just with the truth, man. Knowing what the real truth is, understanding, because all these niggas, they learn what they learned from the apostles of Great Millstone, man. So they had an opportunity to hear the 100% truth, and they wanted to mix it to fix it, because they was wicked. Now you got niggas selling life coaching and all type of bullshit, man. And that's not how we supposed to be, man. We supposed to forsake those type of things to fight for our people, man, like Moses did.
Hey, look at the example the brother brought out with Eleazar. Hey, they wanted him to sell out and lay a stumbling block for the people, and he said, no, I'd rather die than to mislead my people. That's an example of integrity.
Yeah.
That's a righteous man of the Lord right there.
And Esau is offering comfort to niggas that do that. Let me get this real quick, because like I said, this shit been going on, man. We gonna go to 1 Maccabees. Hold on. This 1 Maccabees 1:11. And in those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we had much sorrow. So these jakes, they go to Esau so that they can get their license to sin. They can get their license to go after the ways of the heathen, which really Esau can't give to you, because you're still going to get punished by the Lord for doing it. But these jakes think that they can skip. They think they can just hop, skip, and jump over the Lord to go deal with Esau,
right? Which
is the dumbest shit ever. But this ain't nothing new. And no, don't even mix with that. Just go on with it, bro. But at the end of the day, that's the spirit that Jake be in. They don't have a problem selling other Jakes out to try to gain comfort. But that shit is going off, and we supposed to be in the spirit of Moses. When Moses seen that them Jakes was getting jacked up, and they really cut him and told him who he was, he got out of Dodge, man. When he went and the Lord called him to do what he had to do, he went and did it. He didn't make excuses. He didn't go and try to do things his own way. Cause that's another thing a lot of these niggas say, oh well, you gotta take him down from the inside, brother. Right. No. None of you niggas smarter than Esau, man. And none of you niggas gonna outsmart the Lord, because the Lord set Esau up to be a step ahead of all of you wicked motherfuckers, man. The only way we're gonna get ahead of Esau is through Yahweh Bashim outside. That's it, man.
You can type of a precept. It's in Proverbs, because there's a judgment coming on all the sellouts of my people. You know, you causing the Lord's people to go astray. Granted, you know, you only gonna get the ones the Lord don't want, but guess what? You still teaching Israel an ill lesson. And tell you on the law, if you lay a stumbling block before the deaf, for the blind, or cause your neighbor to fall, you know, spiritually, hey, you're gonna be judged for it.
That's right.
I think it's in like Proverbs. It says, "Whoso causes the righteous to go astray." Nigga don't drink. He's a whole athlete.
This nigga's a pro athlete, and he's almost like 40 years old now, so he definitely can't fuck with that type of shit no more. This Proverbs 28:10. Whoso causes the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit.
Right.
But
hey, we're the righteous people. You know, Israel collectively, we're the righteous people. If you cause any of the Lord's people to go astray,
but he shall fall himself into his own pit.
Right, the Lord is gonna judge you for it. You know, all you jakes that didn't think that you missed out on this punishment, you ain't under the curses because you went and made deals with Esau, and now you deceiving your own people and benefiting off them. That's what the Lord got your card.
That's right. But the upright shall have good things in possession.
Right.
And guess what? The joke's on you, because you jakes want to go and sell out. See, the thing about Esau is, when you make a deal with the devil, man, it just keep getting worse and worse.
That's right.
See, and that's why the scriptures say that Yahweh Shai's yoke is a light burden, man. You know, it's an easy burden. It's a light burden. The Lord lay out what we got to do, and that's what we got to do. It ain't no, deception. Oh, you did this, now you got to do that, or now you got to do that, and now I done changed my mind, and all that. Ain't none of that, man. It's clear stipulations and standards written out. And that's what the Lord hold us to. It don't change. When you deal with these Edomites, you always constantly have to continue to keep current with these Edomites, man. It's just like how you got a bill, a light bill. Every month your light bill is due and you have to pay it, or Esau gonna cut your lights off. And it's the same thing with these niggas that sell out. You don't just get to put your mama on the chopping block and now you good for the rest of your life.
Nah.
You have to continue to come to Esau and make sacrifices over and over and over and over again, man.
1 Timothy 6 says, they that chased after riches, roughly paraphrasing, and pierce themselves through many sorrows. You know? Hey, Proverbs tell you the flip side. It says, the blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he have no sorrow with it. You know, we all want to reign, we all want to shine, we all want to have it. The scriptures give us the key and the way on how to acquire it in righteousness. And that's in patiently, that's in waiting for the Lord. You know?
That's right. And that's what, because at the end of the day, you know, like the brother said, we're not saying that it's wrong to want nice things. We're not saying that it's wrong to not want to do well for yourself, you know, within the bounds of the law. Of course, we all want to do that. All right? And whatever the Lord has in store for you, that's what is going to happen for you. All right? But at the end of the day, you know, regardless of any of that, we're not looking to be in this kingdom for the rest of time, man. We're not looking to flourish in this kingdom and for this kingdom to last forever, man.
That's right.
You know, we want to, like the topic of the lesson, we looking at how the men of old carried themselves, man, and how the Lord dealt with them. All right, this Job 42:12. So Yahweh blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 she asses. He also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. But the point at the end of the day is, Job had substance at first. He went through some things. He got tested. He didn't scoff the Lord. He didn't disrespect the Lord's name.
Maintained his integrity.
He maintained his integrity, and the Lord ended up blessing him in his latter end, man.
That's right.
A lot of problem that Jake got is that they want their money and they want it now, like the commercial, man. Instead of just being patient and dealing with what you got to deal with. Because at the end of the day, all these niggas that get all these things from Esau or however they get whatever they get, a fool and his money are soon pardoned anyway. All these people are stupid. A lot of times the Lord don't have you in the position that you want to be in because you're not ready to deal with it properly yet, man. And once you prepare to handle the situation righteously, the Lord will put you in that position, and then you will be able to do whatever you got to do. But it got to be on the Lord's time. Jake want to skip the line and want to get what they want to get when they want it, and that's how Esau catch you laying in wait, man. But we look into the old ways, man. We look into the examples of the men of old and of the men that's leading us now, man. From the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone on down. You got anything else?
Daniel 12, it says, those that be wise turn many to righteousness. Because you got the sellouts of our people. They up now, they all the bitches, they got the jewelry, all this stuff. But hey, it's corruptible. You know, the scriptures tell us the fashion of this world passeth away. Everything in this world, everything in Babylon and Great America is going to be turned to dust.
That's right.
Right?
Because those men that he's talking about, they leading many to wickedness.
Right.
They turning people to wickedness. They're shepherds for wicked motherfuckers. But we not walking in that stead. This Daniel 12:3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
So the men of the Lord, those, especially the 144,000, the prophets, that actually was pushing his word and doing, this work, it's going to be a whole nother level of glory given unto us. How this how we endure.
That's right.
You see? So just like these niggas, they getting rewarded by Esau now. We're going to get a reward for teaching the people.
That's right. And it's going to be a forever reward. See, it ain't going to be the police not going to come and kick the door down on our party.
Right.
Like how Yahweh Shai about to come and kick the door down on these punk ass niggas, man. Because this shit about to be over with, man. Just for all you niggas that done waited till 2024 to sell out, this shit about to be over with, man. But with that being said, you all good? You can give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim and a few Aquath who may be listening. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Kwam Yasharala and a Bob Ball.